They're kind of tripping about filming.
Those ones good?
This next t-shirt is probably one of my favorite tees in my collection. All right, in a rush this morning, so sadly I could not start in the crib. We are currently on our way to California. I already picked up a fire tee, so I already know I got some bangers in this trip to the thrift. We're going to SneakerCon. We're gonna go thrifting, hopefully link up with Keezy, a couple other content creators. You know we're gonna thrift the whole way.
I'm his best friend, by the way.
For everyone, this is the Kent Goodwill. Just went through the tees, sadly no finds. Look at these cedar wood buttons. Are they called duck paws? Didn't find anything. A lot of people are like, oh, you find so much stuff, blah, blah, blah. I don't find it at thrift stores near me. You just gotta be consistent, keep pushing. Anyways, let's get to the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy. Of course, smash the like button, show some love in the comments. Subscribe and turn post notifications, but hopefully we find some good thrifted stuff to post to my thrift page, Thrift Row, which if you do not follow on Instagram, you should change that THRIFTROW. Yeah. You didn't work out before you left? That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. You look so small.
Pink slips to all my whips unless I'm in a rental. On the road with 30 bowls, trying to make it triple. Rollers on the block, gotta wait a little. Give me a stove and a pot, I'ma make it sizzle.
Hey, Albany, Oregon, St. Vinny. Italian Mafia vibes. This is a tee I would get in the bins. Single stitch, thou shalt not whine. Sadly, they are taxing, and it is not even tax season. I am gonna whine about that price tag. That's ridiculous. I don't normally consider the Buffalo Exchange a thrift store. You can still find some deals. I always recommend don't sleep on any location. Never mind, I lied. You should sleep on some places, and that's one of them.
Take my shoes off so you can smell my food.
All right.
See you turning down a fade, nigga, alright. Say you won't hit the blade, bitch, alright. What your wrist, what your rim, what your
All right, baby, new day. We're at the Goodwill bins. Whew, that was different. I didn't really do much filming in there. I'm not gonna bullshit you guys. We found basically nothing. Yes, sir. After we went to the bins, went up to go link up with the homie Keezy. I didn't film nothing though, you know, it's my first time actually linking up with bro. I just wanted to focus on the experience.
All right, we're now in the bins. Now I've got, we went and bought a bell.
Right now I'm in this box. They're kind of tripping about filming when I first walked in. This is a little bit different than some of the, well, any of the bins I've ever been to. You can basically buy big boxes. Got 2 boxes, $50 a box. Neither box was really worth it yet. You at least get the whole box to yourself. So if you do find some heat, then you'll really smash.
All right, Jacob Starr here.
This fucking loser was recording the car then hit his head on the top. You tall bitch. That shit's hard. I used to jack off to Xena. I didn't find much. A homie hit on one of the rotations. That's fire. Yeah, this is definitely the better one. Looney Tunes style.
Get his hair in here.
Get these majestic locks. Time to go to Oakland, correct? Back to Oakland, baby.
Niggas trash, that's their only type of bag. Double C's on my bitch like she the cash. Blowing cash, all my niggas get it fast.
Damn, RJ, you look kind of tall. Harley laying on the ground, waiting for another rotation.
All money locked in with A-Raps. In the city with the out-of-state tax. Alexander McQueen on all my tags. Julian Birkin on all my bitch bags.
After a nice, calm, relaxing drive to the city, no traffic.
He almost was gonna cry.
What'd I sound like?
I wanna go to Wasteland.
Keezy recommended Wasteland, so we're gonna go see what they got. Oh, and this is a double on a giant. Ooh, it's on a nutmeg. The crew necks they have over there look like prints that they put on blanks. I don't know why Keezy thought that would be the place for me. They were charging $130 to $150 for orange tab Levi's. You don't like me? You don't like me or something? Some super cool pieces. This Giants joint. Ooh, this right here is a good one. Travis Scott, that's actually hard. Prices are expensive, obviously. It's a vintage store in San Francisco, but there's some cool pieces for sure. The homie's booth at Indigo Vintage, he's got some bangers. This right here is so dope. I don't know if you guys remember these old ads.
We use Chevron with Techron.
I end up digging the fit though. Thanks so much, appreciate it, man. Damn. After Wasteland wasted my time and I tried out Keezy's not so great vintage store recommendation, we're gonna try his food recommendation.
Don't fucking let us down, Keezy.
We should be linking up with him later today. We're about to go to SneakerCon.
We'll be watching all the time, bro.
How you living?
Good to see you again, man.
What? Oh, San Jose SneakerCon got a big show out.
Put a foil up on your head like split web, see what that money do. Come around my way, homicide, demolition crew. Clean up man, I'm the janitor. See me sweeping through, tearing blocks down. Killers get at you, my niggas dug around this way. But I brought a blick with you, cause niggas really hard.
What do you think these Jordan 4s right here?
I mean, I can maybe do like 90 to a bill.
I'll do 90.
Put an 80 on that one.
140. I send it over. Look, the homie got a picture. Look at the FTP hat. Hand over the face.
Santa Clara SneakerCon. All love, baby.
2 of the shoes I'm looking for today. Would like to have these as well. Size of these.
That is an 8 women.
8 women. Damn it. What would you do on a 9.5? Would you do 8 flat?
Flip a coin for it?
I'll flip a coin, do 780, 820. I just want to make it more interesting. We can even do 770, 830. We can do free 16.
I'll do 810.
I'll do 810.
Nah, I can't. They'll move.
You just let me know that there are 6 pairs of Veneers over there. What if I did 515? That's only taking 35 off.
525?
I'll do 525. That's what it is before the taxes.
No way. Got this.
That one's
Single
hard.
sit out.
Nah, my boy Keezy pulled up. Hey, Redemption. Wasteland sucked, but Linda's fire. It was good, bro. Honor to meet you. Honor to meet you. I see you in the video. What's up, man? How you living? Linda's was good. The meat, pause, hella good. Very flavorful. Flavorful meat right there. You looking for babes today?
Absolutely. Those are real shoes, ladies and gentlemen. Honestly, the leather on those is really good.
I got the gray, like, suede ones. He killed it. You rock with these?
Hey, man. Only past midnight.
Put Skid Row Tee out again?
Hard, huh?
Yeah, is there a back end on that? Slave to the grind. I might see what it is. Why are you guys stunting on me? I look broke. You guys look like you guys are ballers. Damn, flexed up. You go there. Yo. This fuckface once again bought me a tee that I wanted.
Balling, baby. I'm broke now. He didn't budge.
What did you end up paying?
God, I've been having concussions since I fight, so
Those ones good? She looks like she's grilling them.
Really get at you, my nigga got a COVID mask. Watch him spit at you, I'm OT with a ziplock. Tryna move a brick or two. Mad at a nigga, ayy. Let me see something. Is that his whip? I don't know, nigga.
You think I'm gonna fuck with a bucket that's gonna break down on me? You ain't no Honda. I don't give a fuck who you is. You gonna break down on me. Don't stop the show right now. You see that? And you see that. Meanwhile, back at the fucking ranch. Don't say that. I'm signing off right now. So peace. Pimpin'. If I have a flip-flops on, I'll put it down. I'm over the stove. If my hustle don't work here right now, I'm going to the kitchen over the stove.
Mad Dog.
A real Honda. Honda!
My homie Jordan brought out the Cadillac, the lowrider bike. If you guys follow the Instagram, you guys know the Instagram goes crazy every single time we bring out old schools, bring out people, of course, friends, family. Easy drove an hour and some change for the fit pic and some video content on his channel.
Better be fire.
The last like 24 hours in the bay. All right, the homie in the Discord was showing me some of the success that he got. Pulled it to my boy's sneaker store.
Getting into that resell life. YouTube's not cutting the checks anymore, so we got to sell the whole collection. I haven't seen this guy in like 2 years, so I'm happy to see it.
Doesn't feel like it's been 2 years since obviously.
Yeah, because we actually FaceTime. Like,
Yeah, exactly. They're back home right now. I'm driving all the way to
right now, you're leaving?
today.
You're not going?
No, I went yesterday.
Okay,
Cashed
good to
out.
see you.
Nice to see you as well.
Come to LA. Hey, 100,000 likes, he comes to LA. No, that's way too much. 1,000 likes, he comes to LA.
Or you come to Seattle. Alright guys, so I'm back from the bay. As you guys know, I made a video last week discussing SneakerCon. These are actually not pickups from SneakerCon or from while I was thrifting in the bay. You may have seen some of these, some of them you may not have seen, but all of these will be posted to Thrift Row either now or sometime throughout the week. So make sure you check out the website, which will be linked in the description down below, and follow the Instagram, Thrift Row, THRIFTROW. But we have the Shorties tee, little vintage joint. Fun fact, I actually posted a picture of me wearing a Shorties tee on my Instagram, the Starlife, THESTARRLIFE. And Shorties followed me, so that was kind of a cool moment for myself. This tee I picked up recently. I got 3 Hot Rods tee. I decided to sell that one since I'm not as into trucks, but it's really dope to find these old box trucks and a graphic like this on a vintage tee. And then a plethora of other tees. All of these that you see right here, some collegiate tees, some vintage snack tees, some vintage Russell Athletic blanks, all sorts of vintage goods, vintage Hot Rod tees. This one might not make it, I'm not gonna lie. I thought about posting this one, however, everyone that sees me wear it tells me not to post it because it fits really good. And if you guys pay attention in the video, I always say when I meet people, how you living? Oh man, how you living? How you living? Kind of like how I greet people. And we went to St. Vinny's, so while I was editing, I was like, what the hell are the odds of me having this tee? I picked this up in the last trip to the thrift, so it's just kind of funny. There's like, yo, Vinny, how you living? If that's not posted, we will post this Stussy tee up to the page. We have this absolutely gorgeous meth smoking, trailer park living, NASCAR racing muscle tee. I don't really know what this is, but super dope front hit and back hit. Little vintage Washington single stitch joint, a couple other little vintage Washington locale tees, Kid Rock tour tee, and check out the back hit. The back hit goes crazy. Between the Legs World Tour 1999. You guys know how I feel about these vintage marathon tees, and just in general, we got some other vintage joints. I was gonna post this in the last trip to the thrift, but I could not find it. So yeah, I'm gonna post it to Thrift Row very soon. Make sure you follow the page. And yes, this tee will come with the button. Don't yell at me, I'm a volunteer. You guys may remember a long time ago, I showed this off. This is a Junior North Face collaboration. You have these pieces that are made of old base camp duffel bags. And while thrifting in California, we got an old vintage vintage North Face base camp duffel. This is kind of like an iconic duffel bag from the North Face, and it just so happens to be red, so I thought it was kind of cool. You know, I got the jacket, and we got a vintage North Face duffel in the thrift. I'm gonna show you guys all the thrift pickups from the bag. We honestly got quite a few personals. This was actually a gift from a homie. He gave it to RJ to give to me. Late show, Iraq. I thought that was kind of sick. I bought this with the Nike hoodie, California Bears. I get around on the back. Honestly, I just like the front and back hit, and it fits really well. It has like a shorter fit, which is always crucial because as you guys know, I am vertically challenged. Speaking of pieces that fit me well, you guys know I'm always looking for hoodies that fit well. So yes, I got this Nike hoodie. It has this little flame hit right here, and it has this flame hit on the sleeve. That being said, it has a super nice fit. I love the length of the sleeves. Picked up both of those for 140 bucks. I think originally he was at like 180. This tee right here, if you guys saw in the video, my bro RJ actually bought this tee for me. RJ, he's been on a lot of trips to the thrift, super good dude. He always gives me stuff, and I always try to tell him like, bro, let me buy it. And since he's always giving me stuff, I always try to go pay for other things to kind of make up for what he gives me. And throughout the trip, there were times where I would try to like sneak off and pay for something. So for example, we were going to get coffee. When he went to go use the bathroom, I went and paid for the coffee. Things like that. But basically what he did was he tallied up all of those little instances and then bought me this tee. Shout out to my bro, Skid Row, Slave to the Grind. This is an old metal band. Not one that I'm like super familiar with. It's a 1991 tour. I love the graphic. I love the fit. It's a little bit odd, but it's super boxy. And of course, on the back, it does have 2 Tacoma hits, which you guys know that is where I'm from. He also gave me this Titanic tee. He didn't have cash, so I actually paid for the tee, but it was like 10 bucks. But since he was the one that got the details on the spot, of course, he got the tee, and then he just ended up giving it to me. Once again, I tried buying it. Shout out my bro RJ, man, always showing love. This next t-shirt is probably one of my favorite tees in my collection. It just speaks to me. Lowrider Pride on the Lowrider tag, single stitch, and you see the cars on the front. That's not just the front, it actually wraps around. You guys know there's nothing better than a good little reach around. I love the wraparound prints. I think it's so sick. This was just done so well. A lot of tees nowadays, all the printing is done on like this little square on the front, so I like a lot of these vintage wraparound tees. It's actually a giveaway on 1980, which you guys have seen me do auctions there in the past. To Vintage with a Plan. And I hit him up like, yo, I need that tee, please sell it to me. He actually gave me a good price. He said he would sell it to me for 60 bucks. I was feeling so good that I could get this tee that I actually gave him 80 bucks. I remember when I was a kid reading lowrider magazines, and I always kind of had this affinity for lowriders because my Uncle Desi always had like Skylarks on Dayton's. I remember riding around with him listening to like Bone Thugs and Harmony and shit. So it's just kind of a cool little piece. And then the last couple tees I actually got from a garage sale. It was literally in someone's garage. The homie RJ went to go sell him some Carhartts, and I found a couple tees. So I got this Stussy tee right here. It's a single stitch, kind of has this heathered oatmeal color. Love the colorway on this. Stussy large, and I had to get another Stussy tee, of course. This one fits a little bit smaller. I think that one fits more like a traditional streetwear tee, how I would normally like my tees to fit when I'm stepping outside. However, I do like to have some small tees because they make me look a little bit more buff and a little bit taller. So I got this one, size small, a little bit smaller than I would like, especially since the collar is not super tight around the neck. That being said, super sick. And just look at this tag, Stussy, made in USA, single stitch. Like I said, these are personal, so sadly these are not for sale. If I ever do sell them, of course they will be on Thrift Row. But yeah, and then the last piece that I got for my personal collection was this Death Grips tee. Kind of weird to see a Death Grips tee anywhere. I've never really seen someone wear a Death Grips tee, but I like the graphic. The homie had it actually on one of his racks. I believe they're actually from Sacramento too. If you guys don't know who Death Grips is, a lot of you probably don't know who that is. It's an acquired taste. I did get 2 other pieces from him, so I actually bought this just because the price was really good and I felt like I could flip it. Little 1983 single stitch vintage tee, and then of course he actually threw this one in. I wish this was a little bit bigger. If it was, I would keep this. Area 51 Boundary Patrol. Last 2 tees will be sold on Thrift Row. THRIFTROW. Like I said before, Instagram and website in the description down below, and then the rest of these tees will also be sold there as well. Not even just tees though. We got more than just tees, boys. We got a plethora of goods. We have this Diamond Supply Co. tee. This isn't necessarily vintage, but I like the fade and the graphic. We have this Snoop Dog tee. Also not a real Snoop Dogg vintage rap tee. It's a little printed tag, but honestly, I picked this up because I know if this was a like 90s tagged bootleg, this thing would go for insane amounts of money. It would go well over $1,000. Being that this one has a nice fade, you can get a similar look if you don't have $1,000, but you still want this tee. Once again, it'll be posted to Thrift Row. Just like the Marathon tees, I like all these older tees that kind of have this cool color to it. It says Glide San Francisco. I don't know what Glide is, but it's a little San Francisco piece. And maybe if you are from San Francisco, you might know the Sergeant Leisure little tank right here. I got some collegiate tees. I got this 1996 Olympics striped polo. This one is dope. Look at this vintage champion tag. It's a Cornell alumni. Made kind of different too. It has has this little like patch on the neck, and it's a ringer tee as well. And then probably my favorite tee from the thrifts that I got over there was this Virgin Airlines tee. Once again, RJ actually found this and just threw it to me. Virgin Airlines 747 to London. The Virgin hit on the back with the shorty just flying in her red scarlet dress. Honestly, that's one of the sicker tees. Japan Nike windbreaker. This thing is huge. NYU Champion reverse weave. Little collegiate crew neck. Those reverse weaves have been going crazy. A Harley Davidson hoodie. The last 2 Harley Davidson hoodies I posted sold out very quick, but this will be on the site as well. You have this Wolverine workwear denim jacket. There is some like staining on the sleeves. It's gonna be marked for a good price, but the reason I got this is because I just bought a jacket that has a very similar look. This one right here, I got this from Farfetch. As you can see, you have the bandana quilted interior, and then on this one, you actually have the flannel fleece interior. So I thought it was kind of sick. I buy a little bit of everything, whether it be vintage, high-end, streetwear. I don't really have a preference, but I try to encourage people, if you can't afford a certain thing, get out in the thrifts. You can always find something similar for a fraction of the price, because I understand not everyone has the money to go spend $300 on a jacket. I showed you guys some Russell Athletic blanks up there. Well, of course, we have another Russell Athletic Essential hoodie. This does have a little slit in the neck. Seems like a lot of people have been doing this lately because they can take their necklaces and dangle them out, still show off their chains. And then last but not least, honestly, one of my favorite pieces in this thrift haul is this right here. If this had a little Patagonia patch right here, it'd be worth 4 times the amount, but such a sick piece in Colombia. I've always said this, even in trips to the thrift 5, 6, 7 years ago on this channel. Colombia is a slept on outerwear brand. This is made in the USA, size medium. Some of these vintage Colombias have the best colorways, not to mention they have a really good fit. Colombias get slept on, but yeah, I did find one of these, and this will be on the site as well. Like I said, thriftrow.com, thriftrow.com. Now, I did get these sneaker pickups from SneakerCon. Obviously, this is a video discussing vintage and sneakers. However, I showed you guys more information about these shoes that I picked up in the video I posted last week. So I'm gonna leave that somewhere on the iCard in the description down below, because then you guys can actually see all the sneakers I bought. However, I didn't include a lot of the SneakerCon footage in that video, but I wanted this video to be kind of a summary of the trip, as well as showing off some of the other pickups. I don't want the videos to just be about vintage or just be about sneakers. If it's a vintage video, I would like to sprinkle in some other things as well, which is why I showed that footage in this video, and why I also want to take a quick second to shout out my bro Keezy. This is obviously not vintage, but he did bless your boy with some Haven Court raw denims. I actually need to get these tailored, or I will tailor them myself. As you guys know, I did set up a little sewing table, but I haven't had time to use it. That being said, Haven Court on the ass cheeks, little HC right there interlocking. The attention to detail on these are crazy. The quality is amazing. I was super stoked to get these. Shout out my boy Keezy. We actually even did a little segment on his channel where we, you know, had a little sit down conversation as Keezy does. Oh, and I didn't even mention, I also got these pants. I've been getting so many compliments on these like Levi's I found. I showed you guys in the video. Yes, I did pick them up, but that's basically everything. As for my trip to the Bay, I do appreciate everyone that was a part of this. It was definitely a memorable experience. I gotta go see where my bro RJ's from. I gotta see Kais and the rest of the crew after several years, so that was a blessing. I gotta meet my bro Keezy, see Sneak City kill it at SneakerCon, and just in general, the overall experience was fun. I know that in the last video, I talked about SneakerCon, and I feel as if some people will only watch a portion of the video and get a summary of something, but I really want to drive the point home. That video was not intended to talk shit about SneakerCon. In that video, I talked about how I got a lot of love for SneakerCon as an event. I made so many memories there. Even when I couldn't go to the Dallas SneakerCon, I still shouted it out because I do rock with those guys, and I hope that they succeed in whatever they do. It just doesn't feel like that hope for success is really reciprocated, but that could just be due to them being busy. I still haven't really heard much from them. The overall point of that rant was just to say that a lot of people, whether it is this situation and they are a part of SneakerCon or closely affiliated with SneakerCon, or whether it has nothing to do with SneakerCon or any of that, just influencers in general, a lot of people in this space tend to misuse words like family. You know, RJ would be an example of someone that's family to me. If me and RJ got into a fight or got into an argument, we wouldn't just not talk. Might take a break, might keep each other at arm's reach for a bit, but at the end of the day, that's like my bro. I think most family relationships or genuine friendships can be mended if at all those relationships were ever truly genuine. That was the only point of that rant. Like I said, if you want to see the whole rant, or you guys want to see the sneaker pickups and the details from that sneaker video, I will leave that on the iCard up here, as well as in the description down below. I'm also going to leave a link to my bro Keezy's video if you guys want to go check out that little discussion we had. Now, obviously, those links will be right underneath the link to Thrift Row, as I said before. If you want to buy anything that I showed off in this video, make sure you check that out. And while I'm just leaving links down there, go check out my bro RJ's page as well. Obviously, he just blessed me with 2 of the most fire tees that I showed off in this video. So I'm gonna leave a link to his page as well. Like I said, that's my brother. I've talked about this before, but he actually started doing trips to the thrift on YouTube before myself, before my brother Paul can too as well. One of the OGs. I'm still working on trying to get him back into making some thrift content for the YouTube. I like consuming videos like that, so of course I want to encourage more people to make videos like that. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys for rocking me. I do appreciate all the support. Everyone that smashed the like button, everyone that shows love in the comments, everyone who interacts with this video in any way. Like I said earlier, if you are not subscribed, subscribe, turn
post notifications. That way you guys can be the first to like. But thank you guys so much for rocking with me. I do appreciate all the support. Like I have said many times, as always, keep them the star life. Peace.
You think I'm gonna fuck with a bucket that's gonna break down on me? If you ain't no Honda, I don't give a fuck who you is, you gonna break down on me.